episode of Garth's Garage, brought to you by Valvoline. I thought what we'd do is I'd quickly run through all my driving kit, because you obviously see us on TV and in interviews and stuff like wearing our gear, but I'd probably just run through a bit more technically about what all our stuff's all about. So I'll start with the most obvious thing that you see the most is our helmet, obviously, so visor, run with the visor down. We have cold air that goes into the back of the helmet that then distributed all around the helmet, obviously down by our face. That cold air is filtered, so there's no carbon going into it. Our connection, radio connection, drink straw connection. So you can see our drink straw runs up there, and you probably haven't seen this before, but the drink straw actually sits up in here. Here she is here. That sits in my mouth the whole time. There's a button on the steering wheel, which you saw in the episode about the cockpit. I push that button, electric motor pushes water into my mouth. That's all I got to do. You can also see just up in here, there's the microphone. So when we're talking on the radio, microphone's built into the helmet. So pretty standard helmet. Obviously got our design on it. Hands device, compulsory. We have to wear that. Certainly helps with frontal impact. Standard gloves. Our earpieces for the radio, and you'll see they're all tangled up at the moment, but you see custom molded to our ears, so when we put them in our ear, sits in our ear nicely, great for sound protection, but importantly also make sure that the radio communication is nice and clear. Balaclava we have to wear underneath our helmet. Boots, really soft leather boots. You'll see here there's a lot of twist in the boots, a lot of twist through the ankle, so that helps when we're obviously using the pedals, but lots of support up around the ankle as well. So boots are really a cool thing. Suit, obviously, got a couple of those suits we wear throughout the course of the weekend. They get pretty stinky after each race. Nomex top and Nomex long johns, so we wear them underneath our suit. So suit's 2 layers of Nomex material, and this is single layer obviously, so that's 3 layers that we're wearing in the car. We've talked about before how hot it gets in the cabin. 30-degree day in Darwin, there's 60 degrees in the cabin. So you're wearing effectively 3 tracksuits while you're driving the race car. So that's where this shirt comes in important. It's a cool suit that we wear in the car. That plugs into the ice box. And what that does, you can see there's 2 lines there. Just move that sheath back. 2 lines, one's a send, sends water back to the box, and one's a receive. It receives cold water from the box. And that water then pumps through these tubes around the front of our body, around the back of our body, cooling our body down, sends that back to the ice box, gets cold water, comes back in on the receive, and keeps circulating the water through. So that water's about 1 degree. When you can tell you when you're in the car, it doesn't feel like it's 1 degree. It doesn't feel like it's doing much at all, but it certainly makes a big difference. So that's all our driving gear. Huge amount of safety goes into these cars from the car point of view, but all our driving gear, whilst it all looks pretty standard, it's all very customised. Obviously our suits are custom fit, helmets custom fit, boots are custom fit. Everything's to make it comfortable. We're in the cockpit at Adelaide for 2.5 hours. So you want to be comfortable when you're driving the car and be as safe as you can while you're doing it. Thanks very much. Another episode of Garth's Garage down. Keep tuned throughout the year. We'll have plenty more of these, more of the behind the scenes type episodes. Thanks to our guys at Valvoline.